All right, we're here with Coach Redmond. Coach, last Saturday you defeated Southwest Baptist. Take us through that game.
Well, I thought we came out early and got a lead, and we executed early, and I think that made a big difference. As I said before, the key to us is coming out, not getting behind, and the kids came out and jumped on them 6-3. So I thought that was important. We wasn't playing catch up. They played an excellent first 20 minutes. The last 2 minutes of the first half, I thought we got tired. And they made a run, and they took a 5-point lead at halftime. And I think a lot of that had to do with just being tired. You play with 7 people, and you just run, run, run. I think eventually you wore down, and I thank God that we wore down with 2 minutes to go in the half instead of early in the half where they probably could have made an 11 or 12-point run. They really would have put us in the hole. But the first half, I thought the kids played excellent. Came back in the second half. And the first 5 minutes, as you know, of a ball game is crucial, and I thought our kids made a run and got us back in the game and got us a little lead. And then in the second half, we just alternate back and forth, a lead here by them, a lead by us. And then I think with about 7 minutes to go in the game, we finally took a lead, and we maintained it. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they played bombs away. They didn't attempt to go inside a lot against us. I thought that was a little different. I thought, with our personnel, with the number of bodies, and we had 2 people in foul trouble, I thought maybe they would attack us at the basket with our 2 big kids and with 4 fouls each. They didn't. And I think that played right into our hands.
Well, that was the third game in 6 days for your team, and 2 of those games were on the road. So how did you get your team to play so well after that long of a stretch?
Well, it wasn't so much what I had to do or my assistant coach William had to do. We just was honest with the kids. Coach made a point to them last couple of days, and before then, it's about this is second season. This is the conference. This is what it's all about. The games was important early, but this is what's going to make you or break you at the end of the year if you're going to continue to play when February, March come around. And we had to make some moves now. And they took it upon themselves, I thought, to motivate themselves and get prepared to play.
Well, they seemed like they were very prepared to play. You had several players who statistically, stood out. You had a couple players who scored in the 20s, and you had another player with a double-double. Who stood out to you in that win?
Well, I thought, I'll be honest, it wasn't so much who stood out above. I thought the whole group, all 7 kids, did an excellent job. I gotta be honest. It wasn't about one person or this person. Everybody did their thing as far as what was expected of them to give us some success. And that's the great thing I liked about these 7 kids up to this point is that they all they don't have no problem playing together and understanding what's their roles. And I think that was important because, for example, Coach had talked to James Edmond earlier in the week about rebounding. And as you can see, the kid came back and rebounded very well, and I think that was the key for us, is that these kids start to learn what's expected and start to try to do what their roles are. And that it's frustrating as a coach when it takes a long time, but I think this group finally got it and understand what's expected of them night in and night out.
Well, this Saturday you're going to Missouri Southern. They're a ranked team. It's another challenge for your squad. What are you going to have to do to execute to compete with this team?
Number one, I think we're going to have to play flawless basketball. When I say flawless basketball, it's probably something that's very hard to do. We can't go down there and beat ourselves. We can't make a lot of mental mistakes that they're going to cash in on. They're going to be, it's a possibility between, they won last night and they play Wednesday. They like us the previous week. They're going to have 3 games in 1 week. And if they win Wednesday. I'm expecting to go in there Saturday afternoon playing the number one team in the nation. Because right now they're number two, and the previous number one team has been beaten. So I'm sure after today's poll come out, they should move up after the win last night to number one. For us, it's going to be a challenge, especially on the road. But I'm going to try to play up the fact that being a team in their situation with a bull's eye on their back, that brings a little pressure also for them. And they're not going to try to stump their toe. So, and I'm hoping that plays for us in our favor, that maybe they might be a little tight too. A year ago, I thought we played them twice. Very strong. They beat us, but we played them strong, and they beat us in the second half of each game. And as you know, they got 4 returners, starters, and that's crucial. They got the leading scorer in the conference. It might be the 3rd or the 4th leading scorer in the conference. They're a good basketball team. I'm not going to take that away from them. We're going to have to play real well to beat them. I think the win Saturday gave our kids some confidence. Coming out of the locker room, I really like what I heard from them, the excitement, and winning does a lot for players, and I think that win really helped them and gave them some extra confidence that they needed to get some things done. And I think they're going to go in and challenge. We supposed to have everybody back by Friday. That's one of the things me and Coach is discussing now, is trying to understand where they're going to play in this returning with this group that we have right now, because this group is playing so well. They get tired, but they're still playing hard for 40 minutes.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck on Saturday. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.